What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Yet again, do have a lot of different penny stocks to discuss in this video. We have a profitable penny stock trading at 1 cent that did $53 million in revenue for Q2, with $32 million of that in net income. So we have to talk about this one, as they just had this massive $23 million contract awarded for their aircraft landing systems just today. Orange on this content, drop a quick like for me on this video, really does help me out. Another OTC play as Bitcoin is heating up. I have a 0.0003 Bitcoin mining play that is under the radar as OTC plays are heating up. This is one that can absolutely explode, guys. I've been kind of sick lately last few days, so this video is going to be posted pretty late today. So I do have this micro float parabolic squeeze opportunity, as they are having a reverse stock split tomorrow. This is a known gapper stock, and insiders have just loaded up. They just released a 13D filing, and after hours is gaining some momentum heading into that reverse split tomorrow. Near the end of the video, I do have a few profitable, safer penny stocks that have had tremendous and aggressive revenue and margin growth with all of their operations. So these are some you really want to stick around and watch the entire video to see, as all of these biotech penny stocks are going crazy. We just had ticker DRUG basically ran 1700% at its peak just yesterday. I think it closed up 1400%. And then we had S-Tech, ticker STEC, basically ran up 700% in after hours just yesterday. And just this morning we had ticker ATNF right here run 1000%, actually more than that, just in pre-market alone. So these biotech penny stocks are going insane right now. So I do have a few different biotech plays that do have catalysts and pretty small floats that we definitely have to look at. So definitely stay tuned for those. First thought we want to go over very briefly is ticker PEGY, Pineapple Energy Inc., trading at 10 cents, is having a 1 for 50 reverse stock split. The float was already pretty small and will be even smaller, I believe sub 1 mil, under a 1 million share float. So this is one to watch. Like I said, I did mention this the other day. I said watch this one later in the week. This is a known gapper, PEGY, as I have called this one out many times before. And guys, keep in mind, all of these high risk volatile penny stocks that have dilution and reverse splits, these are not long-term or swing type plays. These are day trades that you get in and out of very quickly, and you do want to use a stop loss with these high risk plays. So PEGY, really don't have much to say about this one. Actually, I do have a few things to say. I just forgot, my bad. But we do have some insiders that were completely loading up on this play, which actually had this 13D filing showing some more insiders do have a position. So that just came out in after hours, and we do have 2 Form 4s. Now, Form 4s are insider purchases or transactions of these stocks. So we had an insider buy 350,000 shares at, just under 12 cents, which is much higher than the current stock price. And he actually bought, I think this is the same person, bought 333,000 shares just under 11 cents. So it was filed just 5 days ago, and then we have one just filed yesterday. So obviously an insider is very bullish on this play as they are entering this reverse stock split. So maybe if they do release some news here or PR, this one can squeeze. It's already gaining some momentum in after hours, showing it is halted right now because it will be opening up around a few dollars tomorrow with a much smaller float. So PEGY is one that can potentially have a parabolic short squeeze, depending on everything that does happen. A high risk, high reward type play. Guys, next up we have to talk about is CYBERLUX Corporation making a historic comeback, trading at 1 cent, 0.0114, up 25% today. This is a tiny $54 million valuation company. According to this, their Q2 financials, they did $53 million in total revenue and profited just under $32 million in net income. Keep in mind, you always add 3 zeros to these numbers, and this is a pink current stock, meaning it is very high risk. You're trusting management's word for everything that is going on, including their financial statements. It was listed as caveat emptor and actually went to pink current, and this itself has brought a tremendous amount of volume back to the OTC, because this, CYBL has a very massive following in the OTC market. So something else to realize, they just had this very big contract announced today. They were awarded a $22.7 million contract. Now, CYBERLUX Corporation was established as an advanced lighting company, and they have grown into a supplier of military equipment and systems for both the United States Department of Defense as well as international military allies. Customers include the United States Air Force, the U.S. Army, and the intelligence community. CYBERLUX continues to serve its DoD and international partner nation customers along 3 distinct business entities. So they have the unmanned aircraft systems which have to do with drones, the Tron military communications, and global integration services. So they have 3 main divisions. All these are defense sectors. Tron, or the Tron World Communications, a CYBERLUX company, is the price performance leader for military communications equipment, recognized globally for performance, ease of operation, serviceability, and low life cycle costs. So it says right here, Tron has customers in over 80 countries that benefit from communication systems supported by a global representative network. So basically these are radios, mobile mounts for vehicles, etc., amplifiers, multiple radio devices, transceivers, and much more. And then it says for over 50 years, Tron has partnered with governments, militaries, public safety organizations, security forces, and commercial users worldwide to develop communication solutions. So this is their communication solutions division. They have the drones, which I just talked about, these unmanned aircraft solutions. This is one of their products right here. You can see it looks like they have multiple upgraded drones and different models and different groups as well. And they have the global integration services, their last division I'm going to talk about, that specializes in all aspects of warfare and is the action arm of CYBERLUX Corporation. So this division provides on-ground support for a multitude of initiatives across all CYBERLUX business verticals. This division combines everything: research and development, training, technology integration, and scalable solutions, plus much more. So it says right here, CYBERLUX Global Integration Services has conducted 2 foreign UAS unmanned aircraft system pilot courses, supported numerous U.S. Special Operation Forces training and testing events, and spearheaded multiple foreign and domestic business develop initiatives. Some very high profile operations going on with ticker CYBL. A very good sector to be in right now, especially with all these wars going on as well. We should expect a large lineup of PRs. I even said this in my first tweet about, CYBERLUX, when they actually removed CE and became pink current again. We should see multiple PRs, and they say more details about this contract to be provided in CYBERLUX's Q3 disclosure report. So keep an eye out for that. More updates are going to come. Like I said, they just became pink current again and already put out a PR just basically a week after that. So that was very big. So keep that on your radar. So should have a lot of catalysts with ticker CYBL. And I know a lot of people are really happy to see this one back as a pink current stock, including myself. Next up, we're going to briefly talk about is ticker VTXB, Vortex Brands Company, trading at 0003.0003, a tiny $800,000 valuation. The smallest Bitcoin mining play on the market. Could see this one explode as Bitcoin continues to reach, get close to reaching all-time highs, has reached the highest it has been in the last month or two, is gaining a lot of momentum, and they just announced they are acquiring MicroStrategy stock as a strategic asset. Now, ticker MSTR is a publicly traded company and basically holds the most Bitcoin as a publicly traded company as well. So it would just announce that just recently, and they are very active on their Twitter. I do think they have a catalyst coming out as well and a new dividend. So that's coming soon. So we should see a lot of updates with this. Surprised this one hasn't gained any attention, trading at 0.0003. If Bitcoin continues to surge like it has, this one, already should be moving more than it has. So this is one that is on high watch, with Bitcoin expected to continue to have a lot of volatility and movement especially as we are headed into the elections. Next play we're going to talk about is a biotech play. A tiny 4 million share float does have a massive or a pretty big catalyst coming up. This is ticker APRE, APRE Therapeutics Inc. So basically, this one did actually squeeze up to just over $5 or $4.54. Got rejected right there. Came all the way back down. Is currently trading at $3.60 as of right now. Like it had all of this movement with only 145,000 volume. So this one can move very quickly once volume does come in. So looking at this, they are going to present at the Maxim 2024 Healthcare Virtual Summit. They actually did this October 16th today at 3 p.m. So is that why this one did get some volume and some buying coming in? So they do have a fireside chat, which is actually a catalyst for tomorrow at 3:30 to 4 p.m. Eastern time, but that's not the catalyst I'm talking about. They have another catalyst a week from now at this international conference on molecular targets and therapeutics. Will take place in Barcelona in Spain, October 23rd through 25th. So they have that catalyst tomorrow, can gain them some exposure, as well as a catalyst 1 week from now. So something to look at with this company. They do have a $16 million market cap. Looking at this, let's make sure it is the same on Webull, because sometimes this does get delayed. It says a $19 million valuation right here on Webull, and they do have way more than that with cash on hand. So that's something really positive. Just under $30 million in cash, $28.7 million in cash. Very minimal liabilities, $3 million in total liabilities, no long-term debt. Looks like all this is for accounts payable. Total assets is $30 million. Very good balance sheet, which is more than their market cap. Very minimal liabilities. Do have 2 catalysts coming up. So can this one gain some traction? Is on high watch, ticker APRE, with that very small float. And it says right here, they do have some warrants, can't be exercised until $9 or $7 per share. So that's actually good to see. And that, it says right here the company has 19 months of cash based on a quarterly cash burn rate of just under $4 million. You can see they are not losing that much each quarter. Each quarter they're losing around 3.4 to just over $3.5 million at the most. So their cash on hand can last them up to 2 years, it looks like. Haven't had any dilution, it looks like, in the last, at least all year. So that's actually positive with ticker APRE, and does have that catalyst that can gain them some exposure. So this one is on high watch. Could see a lot of movement tomorrow, and especially with that international conference with biotech plays being hot. And considering this is one of, the smallest float play I've found that actually has 2 years left of cash on hand, very good balance sheet as well. So very rare with that low cash burn rate and high amounts of cash. Ticker APRE with those catalysts is one of the best biotech plays I could find today. Last stock I do want to cover is the most undervalued cybersecurity penny stock in the market, one I have covered before. Ticker WYY, WidePoint Corporation, which does have a micro main event at this. They're going to present at this main event on Wednesday, October 30th. At 8 p.m. Pacific time. We're just recently awarded another federal contract just recently, but ticker WYY. I have done, some in-depth research on this play and some in-depth videos. Go watch those on my channel if you can find them. But, they did $106 million in revenue for fiscal year 2023. Only lost $4 million, but you can see last quarter had record $36 million in revenue and almost broke even, only lost $499,000. Just to show you what this company is capable of, I'm going to show you this very bright gentleman, puts out some really good research. Definitely, if we drop a follow on Twitter, if you want to see some small cap and penny stock research. But, this is a company right now that has customers, including Microsoft, a $3 trillion company, as well as Cisco, a $200 billion company, as well as NASA, which they're actually pursuing a $60 billion contract with, and many other big names. Some partnerships include IBM and Samsung. Now, IBM is a $200 billion company. WidePoint Corporation is a cybersecurity play, like I said, valued around $33 million, that has unhackable technology that would take their best computer 140 years to break the algorithm. So as computing systems are getting better every day, these quantum systems, they're in a great sector, and the CEO said they will continue to upgrade their algorithm as these quantum computing systems get stronger. So their main goal right now is achieving organic growth and profitability. After that, they will be focused on several different acquisitions. You can see they are trusted by 100 plus global enterprises. They do have massive government connections, and they are only one of the 2 companies in the world certified by the government to issue credentials that serve as the foundation for the zero trust security architecture. The CEO just said in the 2024 Gateway Conference just recently, a month or 2 ago, they do have another $1.5 billion contract that could be coming their way very soon. He said it's very likely this does happen. Back in May of this year, WidePoint was selected by the U.S. Navy for the 10-year to be part of a 10-year, $2.7 billion Spiral 4 contract. They just secured a $750 million contract with the Department of Homeland Security, which was increased by $250 million just earlier in the year. They've had no dilution in a very long time, and their solutions are relied on by over 18,000 different enterprises addressing a $40 billion fast-growing market. They've already done $70 million in revenue for the first half of 2024, and with this momentum, they should hit the upper goal of their revenue forecast for 2024. Very big government connections have been providing their technology to the government since 1995, and they were the first company in the world, the first company in history to be certified by the Department of Defense. So obviously their technology is worthwhile, and sitting at this very small market cap, they are extremely a hidden gem in the market, very undervalued. But ticker WYY is a high confidence long-term swing play. Wanted to give you guys a safe pick with no dilution, one that is growing in every different aspect. So had to put this play out here at WidePoint Corporation to end the video to give you guys a safer option, because all these other plays are extremely high risk, and all these penny stocks I do cover a lot of them are high risk plays. So I just realized that I might make another channel at some point where I do discuss options and high cap stocks, just not right now. So that's all I have for today's video, guys. Let me know in the comments what other plays you're watching and what you think of these plays. If you did make it 15 minutes in, or however long this video is, really do appreciate you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys on the next video.